Okay, and here we are inside Football Manager 26. Here we are starting a Wolves career. This is going to go across a couple of parts. Going to be a bit of a series of live streams. This here. As we'll start our Wolves career here. So first thing we can see is that our first opponent will be against Gorica in the Croatian First League. But let's look at the club vision and expectation meeting. So they want the season objective to be to become an established Premier League team, which is going to be tough with Wolves. Spend the original transfer budget, but required is work within the wage budget. I think we can do that, so I'll accept this. Wolves injury update. We only have one injury, and it's Mosquera. He'll be out in 1 to 2 days. Now let's look at the squad itself. What tactics are we going to go with? I think for Wolves, we're going to have to go direct counter-attack. Because obviously we are not favourites to be winning games like week on week, every single week. You've got to think, you've got to play a good formation and a good tactics to get you them crucial wins. You've got to think, out of possession, you've got to go the defensive ones. So like, whether that would work, I don't know. We can always have a little fiddle. So I'm happy with this in possession. We could maybe use a cam. Like that. We're going to do out of possession. We could have... So, looks like we're going to have the wingers down there. So the wingers will be there. Striker will be there. And the cam will be in centre mid. I think I'm happy with them tactics in position, just transitioning up the pitch with the players, and then out of possession, soaking up the pressure at the back. So for goalie, we've got Sam Johnstone and Jose Sarr. I think Jose Sarr is the best out of that selection. I think Matt Doherty starts in right back. Then in left back, it's probably Hugo Bueno. He is only 2 stars, so we could look to possibly sell him or get a better player in the transfer window. Of course, Mosquera is injured, but he's only going to be out for 1 to 2 days. And Agbadou should be a solid centre-half pairing. For midfield, you've got players like João Gomez, Andre Gomez, you've got Bellegarde. Well, Bellegarde's a bit more of a cam, so we'll start Joe Gomez. And I think Andre. Then I think we put Bellegarde in cam. I think we put John Arias on the right wing. And then on the left side, got a selection between Rodrigo Gomez and Hwang Hee-chan. I think it was higher rated out of them. They are the same. And we will have a little look at the stats of Hwang Hee-chan. So you can see only 10 crossing. And in case you don't really play this game much, all of these stats are out of 20, so they're not that bad. You've got 13 technique, 11 heading, 15 finishing. Sort of mid, to be honest. Could be better, but if you look at Rodrigo Gomez, got the same crossing, worse finishing, bit of a worse first touch. So you've got to think, Hwang Hee-chan is probably the starter out of those two. And then up front, of course, is went to Crystal Palace in real life. But he hasn't yet in this career. We're going to take advantage of that. We'll have Jorgen Strand Larsen. I think we'll have him dropping off and linking the play and scoring the goals if needed. So I think who will fit best in the system. It will be better if it could be a bit expressive. And then Joe Gomez sitting back a little bit more with a simple centre mid role. And we could have a goal scoring Cam in Bellegarde when Strand Larsen is dropping off linking that play. John Arias looks like he is good at that staying wide and creative threat role. But it would be good if he could move inside and be expressive. So the goals come from Hwang Hee-chan and John Arias can create those chances for us. So yeah, the mentality of the team. Do you want them to be attacking, very attacking? Do you want them to be defensive? So you've got the selection here. I think it's going to be between cautious, balanced or defensive. I think we should go with cautious because it means we don't take many risks. We're not attacking, we're not defensive. Just a solid team. And I think we should only select 9 subs to be prepared for the Premier League season because you're only allowed 9 subs in the Premier League, but in pre-season you are of course allowed 15. Put some players on the bench. So you've got to have a suitable backline replacement. Left back, centre back and right back. Got it there. We can get our striker Arikadori. We can get the right winger, which could have started Rodrigo Gomez. Got Miller Wolfe. Yeah, I've got Chichana for centre mid. You can put Fer Lopez and you can argue with Totti. That's the bench, and this is how the team's going to look as it stands. But if we look at the recruitment section, what is our budget? We have a 30 million budget, and if we look back at the team, where should we replace? So I think left back is quite weak. We could possibly get a better Cam. We could go all in on a fantastic Cam maybe, or a fantastic left winger. So I think Bueno, he is 22. Stats aren't the best. If you look at Miller Wolfe, he's slightly better actually. Miller Wolfe. And Fer Lopez, how's he in that role? Not good at all. Is Totti any good? Looks like our starting left back this season will be Miller Wolfe. But I think we should get a world-class Cam or left wing. I feel like I'm happy with the back line, all 3-star. I feel like we need to be solid in the attack because the way we play, we need to have good counter-attacking players. And I'm not fully convinced with Bellegarde. So let's see if we can pick up any veterans for cheap. For example, Paulo Dybala. I thought he'd be a lot cheaper than that. If we look at the stats, 18 dribbling, 16 finishing, 17 first touch, 16 long shots, 17 passing, 19 technique. It's unbelievable. Let's ask his agent if you'll be interested. Yep, Dybala doesn't want to join Wolves under any circumstances, it says. That isn't very good. You've got to just go with veterans sometimes. And they are the best bargains sometimes. So maybe for that left wing role, someone like Angel Di Maria, if he wants to come, it could be very, very cheap and very, very effective. Let's see if he'll want to join Wolves. Says he doesn't have any interest in that move. It's probably a bit stupid. Yep, he's off for sale. He probably wouldn't come anywhere. Lionel Messi to Wolves. God, then could someone like Balogun from AS Monaco? He is cheap. He can play attacking midfielder. We'll see what he thinks of this. He's willing to consider all options, so we could get him. We could get Fowler and Balogun. He's on the shortlist. And that leaves us about 10 million for solid left wing. So we're going to do player recommendations. I'm going to do a list. See them a bit easier. I'm going to go with another Premier League player. So these are top division players that they would recommend at the top. But you could go from somewhere, you could go to a bit of a lower league, like Haji Wright. He's only 3-star. So stuff like that, you would be better off just keeping the keep that we have, the left winger we have now. We could consider Lucas Paqueta left wing. See what he even thinks. He's willing to consider all options. So I think we've got to make a big decision here. Which position do we need more? Left wing or cam? Look at Bellegarde's stats. 13 crossing, 15 dribbling, 9 finishing. That doesn't suit our playstyle at all, really. We want someone who can push up that pitch and give us the goals when Stan Larsen drops off a bit deeper. So I think we go to shortlists. And I think it will be following Balogun that we go with. He could be very, very good for us. We'll start with a 16.5 million offer for Balogun. And in the meantime, we will sim a couple of days. They want us to set our code of conduct. I think they're same about normal. Keep on going. Wolves dynamic introduction from Totti here. We will just keep on going. Balogun offer has been accepted from AS Monaco. That is absolutely huge for us here. He will be a regular starter and he's okay with that. We can negotiate the contracts. This is what he wants, but I don't think we're going to afford that. Loyalty bonus will have to go down, I think. To probably about 2.4 mil. Appearance fee is a bit stupid. So just them terms. He's lowered everything a lot. And I think if we want a player like Balogun at the club, 24-year-old, the Wolves set piece, the assistant manager wanted to set up the set pieces here at Wolves. The staff preference is central, but I think we should go far post for the set pieces. I think I will go with the staff preference this time of outswinger. I think I agree with balanced. I think we'll go hybrid. While defending, we want to occupy both posts, I would say. One or two will be left forward. We're going to do that. So this is going to be the set piece routine. On the right. Who is the best at corners? Yep, I would say that's about normal actually. So yeah, we could get Balogun here, as he has. We've done his contract. He just needs his work permit and stuff. Oh, here he is there. Straight away. We could sign Balogun right now if we wanted. I think we should just accept it. And we should get Balogun at the club. What a huge signing that is. There it is. Wolves signed Balogun. We have signed following Balogun from AS Monaco. He's got the experience from Arsenal. Arsenal have been paid a bit of the transfer fee, so they're not getting the full amount. But here we are. Following Balogun could be a fantastic signing. If it goes to plan, and it means that he can move up the striker if we ever need. This could be a fantastic signing. I'll put Balogun on the bench for now. And I think all the stuff now isn't really that important. So I think we will be that type of manager that will go on a holiday until the next match. Just sitting here until that pre-season game where we can see if our tactics really get across to the Wolves players. We've had quite a few messages there. Wolves injury update. It's a random academy kid by the looks of things. And here's what I'm going to go against, but we'll have to do opposition instructions first. So the assistant manager saying that we should only do one thing. But I think we should mark the two strikers. I think we should mark the two wing backs. And I think we should now go to the match. Here we are loading into this match. Can we get the result in our first game? That's their lineup. We have more people on the bench, but we've only have 10 out of a possible 15. Just preparing for the Premier League season. What should we say for the players here? This might only be a pre-season friendly, but I still expect a win. I'll be heading into the match. That is their lineup. They're going with a 3-4-1-2. And we're going with a classic 4-2-3-1. And the teams are warming up. We now have kick-off at their stadium in Croatia. Let's see how our team stands against other sides. Looks like we are dominating the game. Only 10 minutes in. But the starting 10 minutes are huge. Out of position, we're looking at that quite solid. Pass map here. We can have on. And John Arias has a free kick. Swings it in. It's Balogun to John Arias once again. Plays it back to João Gomez. Andre to Agbadou. Say no the short passing which I introduced as Wolves manager. Hwang Hee-chan plays it to João Gomez. Strand Larsen to Hwang Hee-chan. That is 1-0 to Wolves. This is why we didn't replace Hwang Hee-chan. And instead, we replaced Bellegarde. Fantastic play there. What a ball from Strand Larsen to Hwang Hee-chan to beat Pelko in goal for the Croatian side. That's 1-0 to Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now it's Hwang Hee-chan. Dropping deep here. Gives it to Sarr. We need to do Agbadu, Andre Arias, João Gomez. He's got an option on the left where he keeps on driving, gives it a Balogun, new signing, to Muller Wolfer. Muller Wolfer puts it to João Gomez. Corner. Oh, I thought I got a touch there, only a goal kick in the end. Well, I've got another highlight here. Okay, man, this is only on key, not extended highlights. So it must be dominating as Hwang Hee-chan scores an absolute stunner. One of the best decisions we've made is not replacing Hwang Hee-chan, as he has been on fire. Look at that replay. Bang, in the top corner. If he performs like this in the Premier League, he's going to take the league by storm. Two goals for him in this game. I just play it back to Jose Sa. He's going to take his time here, gives it to Mosquera. João Gomez, Andre. Hwang Hee-chan's making a run. Hwang Hee-chan puts the ball into Balogun, and it's a corner. Matt Doherty, the Irishman, gives it to Balogun. Strand Larsen. So far, Balogun has played well as Doherty puts the ball in, and Jorgen Strand Larsen. That's 3 for Wolves. João Gomez, great ball out wide to Matt Doherty. And Matt Doherty's ball in to Strand Larsen. He couldn't miss. Approaching half time now. It is Garissa 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 3. Hwang Hee-chan with a 9.1 match rating. We're doing well, getting shocked away. Keep going, I've said to the team. They're delighted and motivated. As this ball got to Hwang Hee-chan. And there's the highlight over. I want to see whether we keep a clean sheet in this game, to be honest. And if we do keep a clean sheet, then that shows that defence is ready. It is only a Croatian side as well, but it is pre-season, and the games are there to be won. So far, we've been absolutely dominating them. Hwang Hee-chan, unbelievable for him. Looks like the tactics are really working as João Gomez picks that up. Agbadu sprays it just to that Croatian defender. He's going Hwang Hee-chan clears. It's still under their possession though. As they put a ball in and they've scored. There's the clean sheet out the window, unfortunately. See, then Matt Doherty just being beat there quite easily. Puts the ball in. Oh, you can't be missing from there. It's a good goal. Matt Doherty probably should have done better. But it's done now. We're in the 80th minute. We're going to encourage them from the sidelines. Try and get their happiness up a bit. Let's play it to Mosquera. Agbadu. Can we get a 4th here in pre-season? João Gomez to Hwang Hee-chan. Hwang Hee-chan! It's wide. Nearly got his hat-trick there. John Arias has the free kick here. Can we get a 4th? Arias! Agbadu over the bar. Hwang Hee-chan's indicated that he really wants a hat-trick. So we are going to put him in striker. Gonna put Rodrigo Gomez on the left. Sorry for that brief silence there, but we will put him on a centre forward play. We will put him to move inside and be a creative threat. And hopefully Hwang Hee-chan can get his hat-trick. We will go attacking. I know this probably sounds a little bit ridiculous, but this could be the moment that motivates Hwang Hee-chan this season in the Premier League. But he couldn't get the hat-trick in the end. It finishes 3-1. Matt Doherty with a 7.8 match rating. But the man of the match, and the man with 2 goals to his name, Hwang Hee-chan, was the player of the match there. The team is delighted with that. And so am I. But unfortunately that does bring us to the end of part 1 of this Wolves takeover. There will be multiple parts, so don't worry. We will get into the Premier League season next episode. This episode was more about setting the career mode up, making some signings, getting the tactics across, and getting a pre-season game in. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode, which will might be live tomorrow. See you later.